Hi everybody, it's Sarah here from the Organised Budget Angel. As promised, I said I'll pop a new video this week in relation to how I set out my log, my financial plans, and what I need to do to become debt-free in 2022. There are a lot of budget planners out there at the moment, and I have always thought I need to get one of these, and I do tend to try and do that most years. I think, okay, I need a budget planner. So what I have noticed is that with budget planners that they are quite generic, some of them are. Budget planners work for some people, they just don't work for me. I find that towards the end of the year that I've probably only filled January in, and it's been a waste of money. So what I've decided to do is to do it in just a normal notebook, really. I love squared paper and graph paper because it makes it look all nice, neat and tidy and uniform. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. Sometimes with the budget planners and being so generic, they can cost a little bit of money. Whereas if you pop into TK Maxx, look on Amazon, you know, for a squared paper, or if you're a lined person, that, you know, or you like the graph paper type sort of notebooks, then that's probably your best bet is to go down that route. So I use Conceptium. I do like these ones. I do like Moleskine and Lectrums as well. I've gone for the Conceptium because I picked up in TK Maxx and it was relatively cheap in there. So normally I think they're about $6.99 in TK Maxx. So pop down to your stationery aisle in there and have a look to see if there's any in there. So I'm just going to do a quick run through because we're at the beginning of the month, February, on how I am budgeting, how I log everything, and how easy it is to be able to design and make that to fit your needs and your personal needs and your business needs if you have a business or a side hustle. So the Conceptium that I've got is squared paper. I love all bits of stationery, so I have washi tape and pens and everything galore. So at the beginning I put a yearly log in. I've put a yearly log at the beginning just so that I can actually have a quick reference guide. So I've got the January through to December. I'll log in what income I made in January, what business bills I had to pay in January, what personal bills, and how much I actually cash stuffed in January as well. So on Sunday I'll start to fill this in, and you'll see how I do that. So it's quite nice just to have that quick, log there, just so you can, a quick reference guide. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to February because I've done videos on my YouTube in relation to January. So I thought I'd just show you how I set it all up for the next month. And it's quite simple. I find that this is a better way for me to do things. It might not be good for you, but it just gives you a little idea on how I do and make up my own little logs, really. So we've got the monthly income for February. So I'll have a date, income, personal bills that need to go out, business bills that need to go out, and cash stuff in. So I do it week ending. So week ending the 6th of the 2nd, which will be this Sunday. So once I've put all my money into the bank, I've made sure I've got enough in my business account, made sure I've got enough in my personal account. Whatever's left over, then I'll cash stuff. So I do week ending. So we've got the 6th, 13th, 20th and 27th. And then I will total that at the end of the month. And then that will just go back into the quick reference log at the front of the book here. Now, I tend to split everything and then I just work it out by weeks. So what I have is my business outgoings. I put the outgoings, the type of business outgoings that it is, what date it's due, and the amount, and if I've paid it. And I'll just give that a little tick. Then I'll total that up at the end to work out how much that is per month. And then what I'll also do is divide that by 4. Because I work from week to week, I bank weekly, that's the best way for me to do it. So total it all up at the end. I have to put away £140 for my business each week. And then I know how I'm going to how to keep on carrying with that. So basically £560, what I need in my bank account every month to cover all my bills for my business. I put some little notes down here if I need to. I know that, you know, next month in March that I'm going to end up paying a little bit more because I'm using a new device and I'm on subscription for that. So that's there for me to remind myself over for March's monthly income. Then I do it again with my personal. So I just make a little grid up. I'll do the dates that it's due out, the amount that's due out, add the total, and then divide that by 4 weeks. So what I found is I had to be really, really strict with myself. So I went through everything. So my advice is just to go through your bank account, see where you're spending money. Is there any subscriptions going out? I mean, I have Kindle, you might have subscription for Netflix, Now TV. All those little things do add up throughout the year. So you need to, if you really want a budget and really want to start paying things off, then you really do need to cut back and really, really cut back. That doesn't mean that you have to, you know, go without. It just means that, you know, sometimes those little things like iTunes and, you know, Spotify, those little bills add up every month. So just think about what you do really need and what you don't need and what you could go without, and then be really, really strict with yourself and just manage it that way. I find it easier just to write the dates that it's due. So I just go through my bank account. I know what's due, what's due to come out, when it's due to come out, and I make sure I have enough money in the bank for that. So basically every week what I need to make business-wise is £345. That £345 is just part of the weekly there, part of the weekly on the business and personal. Add that up and I've got to just make sure that's in my bank account, and that will cover all my bills. So 345 per week equals personal, business and my normal business as well. So, and then as I go along and down, I can tick them off. So I know I've actually paid 2 of these so far. So I can tick those off. They're done. Oh, and I've got my accountant's been paid as well. Okay, so that's all, you know, the monthly. Broken down in weeks, broken down over the month, divided the amount by 4. I do it by 4 because it's just easier for me to do it that way. And they're quite easy. With the square notebooks, it's just so much more easier because you can just work it out how much you need to, how many boxes that you need to fill in. And then we go on to my cash stuffing pages. So my cash stuffing pages again are week ending because I do all my banking on a Saturday and then make sure we do all the cash stuffing, etc. on a Sunday. So week ending for the month of February. So my tips and meditation, I put that amount in there, the balance, and if I've moved it anywhere or used it for anything. So for example, Joe, I need to make sure he has money in there for his driving lessons, the amount that he needs, the balance that's left over, and then also if it's what date I used it and what was it on. So it'll be on Joe's driving lessons. So my cash stuffing for February and January has been just the tips. This has been income. So tips and meditation is income. Joe is driving lessons and anything else he needs. I put a little bit in for myself. I put some money in for date night. I do a little bit for groceries because my husband does the grocery shopping. Anything that I've sold will go in here. And obviously my no smoking one as well because I'm giving up smoking. Then I have my cash stuffing and sinking funds. I have my credit card that I want to pay off, get that done and out of the way. I put some money away for birthdays. We've got some coming up in February, Christmas, my car and my car maintenance. I was doing those separately. I was doing a car and a car maintenance, but I've merged them together now. Any training, because I'm a small business, I like to add a little bit to training, but I'm up to my limit now. I can't do any more training at the moment, but it's always handy to have something in there just in case I decide to pick up a course or a CPD course or something like that. SOS funds in there, so that's emergency funding and beauty. So if I want to put some money away for having my hair done, my nails done, that'll go in there. And again, that's the same as it is on the monthly. I'll add that all up, collect the totals at the bottom, and that will then go into the cash stuff bit for January, so I can actually see how much I am been cash stuffing. So it's great, absolutely great. So I do 2 of those. So when you do it, if you decide to go this route and, you know, use your own notebook and things like that, just keep in mind what you have to do. What I tend to do is I'll write it all down on a scruffy bit of paper and then I'll input it into my lovely book. Okay, so I also have receipts. Now, I've not been so good at doing this, but every Sunday I say to myself, I need to add my receipts on for my business on QuickBooks, because I use QuickBooks. So I might do that this Sunday because we were at the end of the month and we were away. I was having my exams last week, so I wasn't able to do any. And my receipts for February for personal as well. And that just gives me an idea. So if I know the date that I spent it, how much I've spent, which shop I spent it in, or what I bought, and reason here as to why I bought that. That just, you know, going over time, you can have a look and think, right, okay, I'm popping into somewhere, spending this much money, but I'm picking something else up at the same time. So it just gives you that, you know, little log of, do I really need that? Is it a want or is it a need? So that's for the receipts there. And I've already started the March monthly income. Okay, so this is ready to go. So again, it's week ending, your income, personal bills, business bills, and how much your cash stuff. The weekend and the 6th, 13th, 20th and 27th of March. Pop all your, you might only just have personal outgoings. So you'd put all your outgoings down here, what date they're due, the amount, paid if you've paid it, total, divide that by 4 weeks and how much that is per week. I just do it that way because it's easier and simpler for me to be able to do. I don't want to be going in to divide it by so many days. There's so many weeks in this month, so many weeks in that month. It just gets a little bit confusing for me, so I tend to stick to it like that. Then what we have back here, because I'm doing some saving challenges as well, I've got my £2 challenge pot, which I have just finished. I got some little McKilner jars from Primark, and what I found was that, well, what I've done is I've just put some vinyl stickers on them, so I'll show you those on Sunday. So you can see here, we're just totting it up slowly. I think we've got about £18 in there in the £2 challenge. That's my cat, if you can hear her. And this is my 52-week saving challenge. So I put week ending again, how much, so all the way through. So this week will be on week 6. So I need to put £6 in there and £6 in there. So that's just how I've done it really. Which week of the year it is, which week in the year it is, the date, week ending, the amount, the balance, ticked it once I've put it away and put it into my jar. So that's really how I do my sinking funds and my personal monthly income, etc. It just gives me that, you know, more flexibility to be able to design and fit it around my needs, if that makes sense. And then that way I don't need to go out and spend a lot of money on a budget planner like I have done in the past, and they end up going in the bin. It's just a lot easier that way for me. And, you know, they're less expensive than, you know, they're inexpensive. So, you know, you can usually pick one up for about £5, £6, instead of buying your budget planners, which some of them I know can cost up to £25. Yes, that's great. That's brilliant. So, on Sunday, we are going to have lovely, lovely big cash stuff. Because I've done a very, 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 very big income this week. So I'm going to put that into my bank tomorrow. I will leave what I need in my business account, and I will leave what I need in, or transfer what I need into my personal account. And then we're going to cash stuff on Sunday. So yeah, it's been a very, very busy week this week, which I'm really enjoying. Again, I've got quite a few tips this week, which I'm very lucky to have. Tips there. And then obviously Joe's has a driving lesson this week as well, so we need to fill that in. Nothing left. Oh, got 40p left in that one. Date night's got £15 in. Meditation, that's income sold in there, and then groceries, and any receipts I needed for groceries are in there as well. So if you've got any questions on how you feel that you can, you want to budget and plan where to get the Conceptium books, and what I do find with the Conceptium books, they're very good. Their paper doesn't bleed, so you can use most pens on them so it doesn't go through the next one. It's super exciting. I've really, really stuck to it, and for me that's a good thing, because at the end of the day I do want to be debt free at the end of the year. I want to have some savings in the bank, and I want to be able to start putting towards a house. So thanks for watching. Thank you everyone for supporting me through this journey. I will keep you updated on everything. You've probably seen a little earwax removal video on my YouTube channel. So these are little things that might pop up every now and then, just to show you what I do in my daily job, really. So take care, everybody. I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye for now.